This is called knee paddling. Great if you lose or break your paddle, need to get upwind, or looking for some extra exercise. It can actually be a very efficient way to paddle. Holly's going to show us how to do prone paddling. She's going to put the paddle underneath her chest, shaft out front. Her body is going to go on the blade to pop the paddle up. Now paddling with one arm and then the other. The turn will be one reverse arm and one forward arm. This is great for when you lose your paddle, break your paddle, or need a paddle upwind. Also great cross training. So turn, she's going to show us how to turn, reverse arm and a forward arm. Keep going. I forgot. There you go. That's it. It's prone paddling again, but on a much longer board. And when you put the paddle down, it's the power face down that allows the shaft to pop up like that. One arm and then the other. You can close your fingers to get a better grab of the water. Then when I turn, the reverse and forward turn that Holly showed you earlier, it's a very slow turn. So you have to be patient with that. Prone boards that are not stand-up paddle boards, but specifically prone, have tillers or rudders that help speed this up. Here I come again. You can actually get a lot of speed doing this. And then dragging my hands to slow down. And then if you lose the paddle, get on the board first, get in prone position, then go get your paddle. Now I'm going to show you how to do sit paddling. You sit paddle because you either need to get upwind and or you're tired of standing. Note that I'm holding the paddle right above the blade, shoulder width apart. Upper hand can be on either side of the shaft. And I'm reaching forward for my stroke. And I also have a vertical shaft so I can paddle straight and get more strokes per side. My legs can be cross-legged or out in front of me. And I'm going to do a little slow down there. And then, but if the shaft is across the deck at an angle, or if I'm holding the handle, which is common, then I will not paddle straight. You can see how I'm going left and right there. So you're doing little sweep turns versus trying to go straight. But when I turn around, my shaft will be vertical, and I'll get more strokes per side, and I'm going pretty straight there. Loose grip the whole time. I'll reverse sweep using the shaft there, which works just fine. Now I'm going to show you how to do this kayak style. Same hand position right above the blade, choked up, just like paddling a kayak. Both sides, the shaft works just fine as an extra blade. Another option, particularly great for kayakers. Again, legs can be either in front of you or cross-legged. Hands loose the whole time. So now Holly is going to show you how to do the forward sweep turn. She's going to put the paddle out in front of her. She's going to lower a straight arm. So she's going to look at the paddle and rotate it in a semicircle away from the board. One more time. Now she's going to do the reverse sweep turn using the back side of the paddle. Same thing, lower a straight arm. Looking at the blade as she turns. Whole body rotates. Semicircle away from the board. If you do it next to the board, you won't turn, even though it feels more comfortable. We'll use the same techniques, forward and sweep turn, standing up as well. The key is a lower straight arm, watching the blade as you go, using your whole body to rotate, not just your arms, and watching the paddle. The forward sweep turn won't turn as quickly as a reverse sweep. So if you're in a pickle and about to hit a bunch of rocks, use the reverse sweep to get out of that situation. Here's another perspective of the reverse and forward sweep, but on a 16-foot long board, which is a little harder to turn. Or slower to turn around there. You can even lean into the turn if you want to speed it up a little bit. This is called the side draw. My upper body's rotated towards one side, and I'm actually pulling the water towards me. The power face is facing me flat, so it's lined up with the board. You can see it here. Lower arm is doing the work. I'm kind of leaning into it, turn. Now going backwards, just like kayak style, but paddling backwards. Don't want to stop, then I paddle forwards. A few strokes to slow down. Now I paddle forwards. Stop, I'm going forward, so I'm going to paddle backwards. Now Holly's showing us how to use knee paddling. She's holding the paddle in the middle of the paddle, neither the handle or the blade. Vertical shaft to paddle straight. Reaching into the stroke as well. Here's the knee paddling again, holding the shaft in the middle, and have a vertical shaft, which means my upper hand's over the water, and I'll paddle straighter. Reaching forward, short strokes too, just to my knees is all I need to do. Using a reverse sweep turn to turn around there. Then a forward sweep to turn the rest of the board around. Again, my arms are relatively straight. This rotates my torso. I'm also feathering the blade, which means the blade goes flat out the exit, which means I slice through the air. In this case, the shaft is across the deck, and/or I'm holding the handle, and that means I will not paddle straight. You see how I'm zigzagging? It's very, very common. Instead, you want the upper hand over the water, a vertical shaft, you'll paddle straighter and get more strokes per side. Less effort. You can also use the side draw for kneeling. Great for getting away from docks, obstructions, rocks, etc. You're starting a race, good way to move over a few feet. Same technique as before, pulling the water towards you, at your feet or behind your feet.